Good morning and welcome to Let's Play Megaman 0. As you can see, we've got some characters running away from some weird looking robots. But our characters may look human, but they are in fact robots too. They're just designed to be like human. And those things are called reploids. You know, the robots designed to be like humans. We only have one actual human in this whole thing, and that would be that girl. So yeah, and they're trying to find a really cool reploid in here who's sort of, you know, dead, kind of has been for a while. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't look like he has any arms, actually. That would probably be a problem. Oh, and there is that magical brick wall. But, I wouldn't say this is exactly a speed run, because otherwise I'd be skipping this cutscene, but I want to show all of the cutscenes in the Let's Play, so that you know what happens, but I kind of have a few extra conveniences in my disposal that make the game a little easier. As you can see, we're being closed in on by things that look like separate droids, but are actually just the heads of monsters, or robots. And yay, the main character has arrived in town or something. So I think that's a pretty great power for a cyber elf, bringing Zero back to life. If you don't know what a cyber elf is, it's that thing that just was used. It's a thing that does something for you and then dies. Kind of a crappy design, but then again, bringing a dead person back to life is probably a pretty good design. It's just kind of pointless if it dies too. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just sort of running around and killing things, which is pretty much what you do in this game. Only it's not usually this easy, but as you can see, I have a pretty great health meter because of the conveniences that I spoke of earlier. It's one of those, I beat the game once already, and therefore have a few bonuses the second time type of things. But yeah, it's helping me get through it a lot more easily. Even though the cutscenes are annoying because it was like, so far we've had like 3 minutes of cutscenes and 1 minute of gameplay, which isn't really that annoying to you because, you know, to you the whole thing might as well be a cutscene because you're just watching me play. But to me, you know, it bores me first. But then again, that's probably what I get for rushing through the gameplay. Plus, it doesn't stay this way the whole game. So I think that boss is a pretty nice guy for helping me to accomplish my goal of shooting it in the face. You know, unfortunately, I don't have a bunch of extra time to just shoot it in the face all the time. I need some help. That's why I'm going to get a cool instant new weapon that just kills it in one hit, because that happens all the time, right? Things like that just spawn randomly, don't they? Isn't that how it usually works? Yeah. So that is probably a fairly cryptic thing to say this early on. But it's completely broken by the fact that that had more to do with the storyline than anything else, and right? I mean the controls. Plus my score is terrible because I get a huge negative value for being a cheater at a video game, basically. But oh well. So yeah. Basically all the humans are racist against the Reploids, and so we're being like all rebellious as Reploids and trying to do something about the racist humans at Neo Arcadia. Sure, why not? Let's save our game. So now now the real game has sort of more or less started, and so I can just run through killing things more, only now if I don't shoot them fast enough I can slice their faces off with the Z-Saber, which is not really as broken as it was in that boss fight. Because as you can see, there are actually regular enemies that can take more than one hit of it. Meanwhile, we have a bunch of dramatic rain. But it was probably generated by a machine, given that the wind obviously was, because after I destroyed that thing, the wind went away. But where's the rain machine? Apparently it thinks that the rain machine isn't important enough for me to destroy. So nobody ever explains where the rain machine is from. That sure wasn't a point-blank range. And that's definitely a really useful thing to have a two-hit combo when I can just spam the standard single attack over and over anyway. And besides, what do I even need more than one attack for at this rate anyway? And now that was a bad transition out of the rain, right? But that's okay, because now we have another dramatic scene of things that might die, but I'm of course here just to save them. That's what superheroes do. Oh wait, I'm just a regular hero, not a superhero. That would explain why I suck at this game. Kidding. Obviously I'm doing just fine right now, right? In fact, I'm killing a boss every 5 minutes, I'd say. That's a pretty good rate of being good at a game. So yeah. Okay. That's the thunder chip. You gotta get it. You got the thunder chip. How redundant. Blah blah blah, ignore my score. Blah blah blah. This isn't really very important, but I thought I'd show you this scene before I stop this recording session. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So good morning. Good morning and welcome back. It's time to pick a mission, yeah, which all I did was just pick the first one since doing that every time is probably the most logical way to pick missions. And the result I got from doing that was getting the mission Destroy the Train. Which sort of makes me sad because, I don't know, I think trains are pretty cool in my mind since I haven't ridden on one in my life, but I'd like to at some point. They seem like some combination of classy and mysterious. Sort of like a detective or something. That just reminded me of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, because you have a whole train sequence in that, and it's like a detective mystery that goes on that. It'd be pretty cool to LP that game, actually. But I don't really have the means to do that. However, I do apparently have the means to talk about trains and such for the entire duration of the time that I'm not on a train in this level, which makes so much sense, right? Anyway, you know what else I like besides train, though? Is, cool music. So, I'm gonna sing some cool music for you for the rest of the level. I use this song way too much. This isn't just a generic song I'm totally crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people are living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wounds still screaming, it's driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Yeah, I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Heirs of a Cold War, that's what we've become. Wait, no. That's not until after the solo. Anyway. I know things are going wrong for me, but you gotta listen to the words. Yeah, even though the solo starts here, so therefore you can't really listen to the words because there aren't any words now. But that's okay, cause it's a cool solo. Even though it doesn't make sense, it's still a pretty cool solo. Heirs of a Cold War, that's what we've become. Inheriting troubles, I'm mentally numb. Crazy, I just cannot bear. I'm living with something that just isn't fair. Mental wound, healing. Who and what's to blame? Going off the rails on a crazy train. Going off the rails on a crazy train. I killed the boss. Yep, that was pretty cool. Another 5-minute mission complete. Good morning.